thank you for taking my question. Thank
No
you so much
problem.
for what you do. As someone who's like into statistics, I love your insight for businesses that are fully set up. So I've had my address, my phone number, my NIN,
Good.
my LLC, my Dun and Bradstreet number, business account for some time now, and I was inspired by Pink Print Firm as well as yourself. I've been consistently applying for grants for not too long. I'm gonna just say only about 2 months now, and I've been also utilizing the feedback to improve. Statistically, when do you normally see businesses see a breakthrough on average, like before how many applications, before someone wins their first grants, and what amounts do people typically see? I'm just wondering what statistics you
Yep, so
normally see.
it's hard to give a statistic around that because it's based off of the person, right? So we have some people who come inside and they're very aggressive like you. So they're applying for grants consistently, sorry, applying for grants consistently. They're actively using the resources, they're taking the feedback that they receive and they're adjusting their answers and they're getting results pretty soon, right? We have other people who come inside and maybe they'll apply for one grant here and one grant there and they're like, well, why am I not getting results, right? So this is just kind of, that's why it's hard to kind of pinpoint and say that, hey, entrepreneurs who come inside the community and who usually apply for grants get awarded within 30 days. I don't like doing that. But I have seen people get access to grants in 3 days. I seen Miss Emma get access to $1 million in a little bit over 12 months. So it just kind of depends on how aggressive you are. The statistic is entrepreneurs that apply for 20 to 30 grants have a 99% success rate of getting funding. And that's just not a Coach K stat. That's like a, I forgot where I found it at, but it's like online if you wanna search it. So 20 to 30 grants, 99% success rate of getting approved for one grant opportunity.
Thank you. And just if you have applied to like what number of grants would you give yourself if you're like, okay, I've tried, let's say 99 or 100 grants on average, how many would you give yourself before you're like, I should upgrade and try to see about working a little bit more aggressively, maybe working with you on a different level? If you
Um,
have to give it.
I wouldn't. I don't have a number for that. I would continue to apply until if I apply for 99 and 100 grants and I did not get access to one, I would actually go back and adjust my answers. There's something I'm saying that's not connecting with the funder, or maybe I'm not applying for the right type of grants. Maybe I need to figure out a different strategy. Maybe I need to do LOIs, letter of intents, instead of grant applications. Maybe I need to nurture relationships on LinkedIn. Maybe I need to use different strategies. But if I'm at 100 grants that I've applied for and I haven't secured one grant, it's more probably about what I'm putting on these grant applications. But I'm always for and always support connecting with somebody who can help you get results. A lot of times, one of the mistakes that we make is we try to do it on our own. It's the who that can help you get to the results. It's the who that can help you with the shortcuts and show you the different strategies. And that's why we created the academy, so I can be your who, so I can hold your hand and walk you through this step a little deeper, and help you get the results you need a little quicker. So, good question.
Thank you. Thank you
Awesome.
for your insight.
Let's see. Is it Miss Helena?
Good morning.
Hi, hi. How
Nice
are
to speak
you?
with you, Coach K.
Good speaking to you.
All right, my name is Helena, and my question is, and it's based, I know you said last night that you're going to start talking about with taxes. If you don't have a brick and mortar or anything, and you're just basically you're doing it from home and you're fulfilling orders, how do you go about being in the last quarter of the year? How do you go about doing taxes
Good
with
question.
that?
I am
Thank you.
actually not a tax specialist. I don't do taxes. So my advice to you would be to we have Steph came inside of the community. She is a tax expert. She came inside the community and she talked about taxes a couple of months ago. If you go to the replays, you can watch her replays and she breaks that down as well. And then inside of the community, my personal CPA, Jasmine Reed, she's inside of the community as well. If you have a tax question and you drop it inside, she'll answer that question for you. But I don't do taxes.
Thank you.
I don't like taxes at all. I avoid them if I can.
I know. Well, I appreciate the answer. Thank you
No
kindly.
problem. Miss Tina, I seen your hand up. I just don't see you anymore.
I,
There you
I'm
go.
here.
There you go. I see you.
It keeps going up and down.
Yeah, it's a reaction. It's not like Zoom,
I
unfortunately.
know.
So yeah, I'm
And
sorry.
it doesn't do it, so that's okay. All
nonprofit to help your for-profit to feed into it.
Right.
So how do we get the grants for our nonprofit to help our for-profit?
The same way, same strategy. So with your nonprofit, you talk about the impact, you talk about what you're doing, you're talking about how you're making a change, and go after grant funding using the same strategies that we're going to teach you. We're going to dive into it today, how to apply for grants. And then your nonprofit, you talk about collaborating with a for-profit to fulfill a mission. And your nonprofit can hire your for-profit to do a service. So my nonprofit was the education base. My for-profit was the child care center. My nonprofit could hire my child care center to lease out the space. So let's just say I wanted to host a community event as my nonprofit. My for-profit could say, hey, I'll let you rent my space out, but I'm going to charge you $2,000 to rent it. Now my nonprofit can pay my $4,000. My nonprofit can pay my for-profit $2,000 to lease the space. You see how the two can work together?
Yeah. I was trying to figure out how to make them two work together, but that makes sense. So what if I don't have a space? But because I don't have a space, but my nonprofit will need a space.
Okay.
So how does that work?
Tell me about what does your nonprofit do?
AI. So my nonprofit would be for training. So I'm in the AI.
Okay.
So my nonprofit would be due for training seniors, training businesses, which is sort of similar to my profit, but it's more just on the impact side, right? The free giving, the community outreach, the grassroots,
Gotcha.
more like that. So so how would it do it if I'm going into churches, or using other people's, like how would I have my nonprofit be funded to help my for-profit? Because I'm doing the training.
Gotcha.
Right.
And on your for-profit side, do you do trainings? Do you do workshops and seminars and speaking engagements as well?
I do.
Okay.
But those are charged events.
Fine, right? So, and this is what I would do if I was in that space. Your nonprofit, no one owns the nonprofit, right? You have a board, you have,
Right.
people who, I would hire my for-profit to go out and do the trainings. So somebody has to do the trainings, right?
Yes.
So when I'm applying for grants, I would tell these grantors that, hey, this is my mission, this is my impact. I want to go into the community and I want to start servicing seniors and hosting these events, and I need the money and funding to make it happen, right? I'm going to say I need $20,000 to host a community event, and part of my budget is going to be $5,000 to go out and hire an AI consultant to actually teach this training. Guess who the AI consultant is? Your for-profit company.
It clicked. I got it.
Yep, you got it? So that's how your nonprofit and for-profit work together.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
That was an amazing question. Y'all, we got to do this more. Yeah, we got to do this more, y'all. I love this. What's up, Miss? Is it Michelle? Am I saying that correctly?
Yes. Hi, Coach K.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good.
So I have two questions. So I missed the free session on Sunday, but I watched the recap last night, and I signed up for the lifetime. But I'm not quite sure how to get access to everything. And I see that you guys held an orientation, I think yesterday, and I think it was like 6 a.m. my time, so I missed that.
Okay.
Was the orientation and everything recorded?
So we did not do orientation yesterday. We didn't do orientation yesterday because we were inside of the challenge. The next orientation will be next Monday, the 29th. Y'all, if you're in two devices, I need you to log out of one. I got a crazy echo.
I'm only on
No. I don't think it's you. I think it's somebody else that's in the room.
Okay, sorry.
Yep. So our next orientation will be the 29th. We didn't do one yesterday because we were inside of the challenge. But if there is something that you need or you feel like you're missing, always reach out to my customer support. Nicole is in the chat now, or you can reach out to her in the school community and she'll make sure you get access to what you need.
Okay, and what time is the orientation? Because I'm in California.
Orientation is 8 p.m. Central, so I think that's 6 p.m. your time, I think.
Yeah. Okay, and then my other question is, So listening to you, I've seen you a couple times. I saw you, I believe, on the See You at the Bank
Okay.
challenge, and then I also saw you in the summit with Alicia Little.
Okay.
And so I, within all of that, I started my business and got my EIN and everything like back in March. And so within me being in all these classes, I realized that I got an electronic address, but I needed a virtual address. And so I'm in the process of changing all of my stuff over to the virtual address. And then I have like a landing page. Like once I get my address and the phone number and everything updated on all of my platforms like Nav, Duns, my bank account, and all of that stuff, would I need to have a full website or would my landing page suffice for grantors?
Yep. So landing pages do get you access to funding and capital. There are a lot of grantors who understand that you are a new business owner, you're a new entrepreneur, and you're just getting started. As your business grows, you want to transition that landing page into a business website. As we make the money to go invest into a business website, we can. But don't refrain from trying to use AI to generate your website as well, or either use one of the Canva templates that's out there. When you get access to the community, one of the resources inside is I show you how to use Canva and create a website for free that takes you less than a couple minutes to do. So yes, the landing page is good, but if you can, use one of the templates that are out there for you to enhance the appearance of your website also. But no, the grantors don't care about the pretty websites that people gonna spend $10,000 on. They don't care about that. They care more about your impact.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
Hey, Miss Godfrey.
Hi, everybody. There's some really good information coming out, and I'm loving the questions. And really, a couple of questions got answered. You know, I had went through a lot of situations recently, and it's like I don't have any money that I can access. I don't see before 2 months, but I want my business. I want to take my life back. LLC needs to be up so that I can be working with my community and helping women that have went through situations be able to see where they're going. And with doing this, I had another business which was a construction cleaning, but now because of falling, breaking my back and everything, I can't do that. And so I'm trying to think what would be the best way, because right now, at the end of the year, it will be dissolved, the LLC. But if I go ahead and pay $250, then I can get the LLC. Now you had said something to somebody about name changing. Would I be able to do that with this LLC, or do I need to go ahead and start everything from scratch?
So you have an existing LLC and you want to know if you should change the name or start over from scratch?
Change the name.
What's the benefit of changing the name?
The benefit would be it would save me money in getting everything set up because it has an EIN attached to it.
Yeah. So what's the name of the LLC currently?
Oh, the one is RBA Cleaning Services.
So you want to change it from your cleaning services over to the impact that where you want to service and help people.
Right.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I understood. Absolutely. So what I would do is I would change the name. I would amend my corporation documents. So contact your Secretary of State and tell them you want to amend your documents. That is going to cost you. It costs you about $100 to amend your documents. Now you can wait until the end of the year to actually do that, but you won't be able to.
But then it would be dissolved.
So I'm getting ready to touch on that piece as well.
Okay.
So you can wait till the end of the year to actually change your name, but it will limit you from applying for grants under that new name as well. So my advice to you would be to pay the $250 fee, and then let's talk about other things that we can do to get you access to the $250 that you might need to make it happen. So, can we start applying for grants? Can we start Can we use and leverage some business funding that's out there that won't impact our personal credit? Can we ask for sponsorships or donations from different companies and corporations to help us get access to the money that we need to keep the business afloat and fulfill our impact as well? So we're going to go over today some different strategies to get access to some grant funding, but I would keep the LLC that you have because you have the age of the business, and I would just change the name.
Right. Okay, yeah, it's been since 2015 I had that.
Yeah, I would keep that for sure.
Okay.
Awesome,
All
thank
right.
you. Good question. Hey, Miss Belinda.
I'm ready to jump.
Hi, Owen.
How are you?
Good. Thank you for taking my call. I appreciate it.
No problem.
I have a business, an LLC, bakery. My first question is, they ask about how can I help with the community? It's something about the community when they ask and filling in, grants, and I don't understand that. How to answer that question?
Good question. What type of business do you have again?
Bakery.
Bakery. With your bakery, do you?
The name?
No. I said with your bakery, do you offer any discounted services? If you have any leftovers, do you feed the homeless? Like, what are some things that you're doing with your bakery?
Oh, okay. You know what I do over in the community where I am. I donate baked goods to their events.
There you go.
I do that.
There you go. The event. Is it a church? Is it a commute? What type of?
No, it's not. So it's like a community event where I live, or public housing.
Okay.
And we have different events going on for the residents.
Gotcha. Find out the name of the person that you're donating to, and as you are writing out your grants, you can talk about collaborating with them to give out your baked goods for free at no cost, and how getting access to the grant funding will allow you to continue to do this and potentially partner with more people to give out the free goods and the baked goods.
Oh, that's beautiful. So shall I get the name of the president of the people that's
the name of the company? The name of the company that you're donating to.
Oh,
yep.
of the company. PANY. Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And I have one more question.
Okay.
Okay, so I signed up with a company when they got my LLC, and then I fell on hardship, and it was $29 a month. I fell on hardship, and I wasn't able to continue to pay the $29 a month, and I had, told them, I'm not going to be able to cancel it. So it only had been canceled like 3 months. So I had went back to go back to reestablish.
Miss Belinda, I gotta, because we got so many people who got questions. My question is.
Oh, sorry. My question is, they charging me $200 to come back, but I don't understand. They said the reason why they charged me $200 is I could have been using the address. But I said, how can I using the address if it was canceled?
So you signed up for, is it a registered agent?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would reach out to them directly and just see how you can kind of negotiate that price and tell them, hey, I wasn't operating my business at the time. I fell through hardship. For whatever reason, if they won't let you change it, or if they won't dissolve it or do away with the fee, I would just find another registered agent in the area, or either use a virtual address instead of that registered agent. So that would be what I would do.
Thank you. Have a great day.
All right, thank you. Hey, Miss Rose. I got you, Miss Lynette. You're next. I can't hear you, Miss Rose. You got to mute. Miss Belinda, can you put yourself back on mute for me? There you go. Thank you. Miss Rose, you got to unmute. Okay, we're going to go to Miss Lynette while you work on that for me, Miss Rose. I can't. There you go.
All right, good. Hey, so thank you so much for doing this. It's really good. Most of my questions were actually answered, but there's still one. So when I spoke with you, you know that I have a husband. We're both collectively multi-passionate and have different businesses and creative agencies, product services, and things like that. So what my question is, from the perspective of also wanting to increase income, do you allow the community to, I guess, work with one another if there's a service that we provide or a product that we provide? Because I imagine that you'd want to kind of like make sure that whoever we're using is vetted. So do you allow that? Because that could be a possible way to also generate income as we're moving on. And before I forget to tell you, we have applied to about maybe 20 grants so far, and we do have a couple of different barriers, like with credit, and also just needing to get some things established with our businesses that are kind of hindering us a little bit, but we still want to kind of keep things moving and getting more income in as we're moving towards like more applications.
Good question. I'm glad that you're actively applying. So inside of the academy, because what we do inside of the academy is I teach you how to brand your business. I teach you how to do different things to vet and make sure that you are established and set up the right way. Once you're in the academy, you can go to the community and offer the services that you have. So if you're in my inner circle, yes, because I'm working directly with you to support you. We have like Kaylee's in my inner circle. She's offering grant writing services. I don't see anybody else in here that's in the inner circle. But once you're in my inner circle and academy, yes, you can use the community because there's so many people. We ask that you don't market your services in there. Now, what you can do is we do also have Wisdom Wednesdays. So once every week on Wednesdays, we have somebody in the community that comes inside and they talk about the services that they do offer. That is a way for you to market and advertise as well. But my community, my academy members, my inner circle, they can market and advertise at any time.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
For those interested, we'll talk about the 12-week mentorship tonight. So we'll open up applications tonight for you guys to actually be a part of this. So I'm super excited about that, and we'll give you guys a little bit more information. What's up, Crystal? Oh my goodness, y'all, we've been on here for an hour. What's up, Crystal?
Hello. I can't even turn my camera on.
That's all right.
I don't know what happened, but it will not turn on. How y'all doing today?
Good.
Last night, someone talked about woman-owned businesses and on the federal contracting space. I got mine through SBA. I got mine through the SBA and all that stuff. I know you have like the grant of the day. Do you research grants for the woman-owned space and the veteran-owned and the minority-owned?
Good question. So the grants that we give, like the grants of the day, we try to make it to where everybody can apply. So we don't like to single out women-owned or minority-owned or veteran-owned. Occasionally there will be grants that we toss in like that. However, what we do is we show you how to go out and find those grants. So one of the things that I'm going to do tonight in class is show you how to use one of the grant websites so that you can go out and find the grants specifically that meet your business needs. So the grants of the day are kind of more community, but I'm going to show you how to find the grants that align with what you need specifically for your business. Okay?
Sounds good.
Awesome. Question in the chat says, okay, I missed something. What's happening tonight? If you didn't know, we are in a 3-day challenge. Where you been? We are in a challenge. So every day for the next couple of days, yesterday was day 1. We talked about the foundation of your business. Today we're going to talk about grants, how to find them, how to apply, and how to use AI. And tomorrow I'm going to show you different strategies to land that first sale, to market your business, and to truly scale the empire from $0 to 10,000 or 6 figures. The things that I've done to actually scale my business to multi-million dollars as well. And that is tonight. We're going to start at 5:30 Central Time. So make sure you are in the room. But after class, I am going to offer a couple of you an opportunity to work with me very intimate. Kind of very similar to this. Very intimate in our mentorship program. So we'll talk about that later on tonight. All right, couple more questions, you guys. Couple more questions. If you already asked one, I won't pull you up right now. If nobody else has a question. Anybody else? Mr. Darwin, are you still here? Did we get your question? Did you get your microphone working? Mr. Darwin? Miss Rose, did you get unmuted? Could you unmute? You want to type your question in the chat, Miss Rose? Okay, let's go with Tasha. How you doing, Tasha?
I'm good, Coach. How are you?
I'm good.
So I had a quick question. I've been in the community probably about 3 weeks now, and I've posed a few questions. I've gotten my email, working on that landing page. I already had an LLC and my EIN, but I didn't have I had like a Gmail for my email. So I changed all of that to be a business email, working on my landing page, like I said. But I'm working on my DUNS number, and I didn't know, do we have to have that NAIC number? Do you have to have that is my question.
I mean, yeah, everybody has it. It's how your business is identified. So you go on the website, it'll take you less than 5 minutes. You type what type of business you have in there, and it gives you the number. It gives you a list of codes to pick from. So you have it. It's
okay.
Yeah.
So just add that as a part of, like, it's separate, but it's a part of having it like a DUNS number as well, right?
Yeah, no, it's not anything similar to a DUNS number. It's just how your business is identified. So beauty, consultant, transportation, it's just how what category people are gonna put you in.
Okay, and then I to be honest, I just checked, like, I don't know why, but I did like a search on Google for my business. So what would be the reason your business doesn't show?
You have to put it there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you have to put it there. You have to put it on Google.
Okay, so do you show us that in this challenge we're doing in 3 days or no?
So I didn't show it yesterday, but you can go to google.com and just say list your business, and it'll walk you through it step by step. It's just gonna ask you some questions, and then it's gonna make you go through a verification process, and then you'll be listed.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's
good question.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
No problem. All right, we're gonna do Vanessa, and then we're gonna do Shauna. One real quick before I unmute Vanessa, and then Tiffany will do you as well. Real quick before I unmute, somebody asked what is the difference between Inner Circle Academy and VIP Lifetime. So the community is what you guys are in currently. The community has about 4,000 people in it. It's resources. It's more of a DIY service, right? So you go inside, you get access to the resources, and you go out and you do the work. The mentorship program, which is the same as my Inner Circle and Academy, is very intimate. We only take about 20 to 30 people inside of this program at one time, and it's more of a done with you service. So I can customize and walk you through the things that you need to be successful. So you can come on and say, Coach K, this is my credit score. What can I apply for? Or Coach K, I'm ready to launch this ebook. I need your support with launching this ebook. What do I do? So I'm able to kind of map out a plan to help you get to the next level and help you truly grow and elevate your business. So it's an opportunity to work directly with me hand in hand in a more intimate setting. What's up, Vanessa?
Good afternoon, Coach K. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
I'm great, thanks. I had a quick question. I have a small rental apartment unit, and I have a home-based business out of there. Of course, I've done the sin of combining all of that into my bank account. I did set up an LLC, which is defunct now because I didn't keep it up, but it was established 10 years ago. So one question is, will they allow you to get a new EIN number? And my home-based business, I have rebranded it with a different name, still the same type of business. I'm about to go to the bank now, and I want to get all of this straightened out.
Okay, so the answer is yes. You can have as many EIN numbers as you want. I know millionaires who have like 70 LLCs or S Corps or C Corps or whatever work for them. So you can have as many legal entities and EIN numbers that you desire. Before you go to the bank, and don't just go in with the EIN number, you'll have to have that LLC set up as well. and that EIN number, because they're going to want that to actually separate the account and separate or start up a new account for you. So yes, you can, to answer your question, and yes, I would encourage it so you can separate the expenses also.
Okay, so I need to have more than one account as well.
Oh yeah, most definitely. For every EIN number you have, you need a separate bank account.
Okay, so for the building and the home-based business, I need 2 separate EINs
Yes.
and bank accounts.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I'll leave it at that for now. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Question in the
All
chat is, are there any second chance business bank accounts for those who have messed up in the past? It depends on which, so I wouldn't call it second chance account, but sometimes there are companies who don't pull from check systems to open up a business bank account. So my advice to you would probably be to try, if you messed up a business bank account in the past, my advice would be to try an online based bank like Bluevine or Novo. You might not be in the check systems, and you might be able to open up accounts there. What's up, Miss Tiffany? I got you, Erica. Give me just a second. What's up, Miss Tiffany?
Hi, Coach.
How you doing?
Thank you so much for this opportunity. You are our entrepreneurial angel on earth.
Thank you so much.
My question, okay, so I have the LLC of both my businesses. I have the DUNS numbers for both of the businesses, EIN for both businesses. If my personal credit is not allowing me to get any type of credit card, do you know of any credit cards or a line of credits that will assist with those with new businesses that might not have so good credit?
Good question. So you can get access to what's called no PG or no personal guarantor funding. This is funding that's going to be solely based off of the business, right? So your business you can establish and build out a business credit score. Coach K, how do we do that? You're going to go to NAV, N-A-V. There's a company called NAV. NAV is going to allow you to view and monitor your business credit profile. And it's also going to allow you to add a positive account or positive trade line onto your business credit score. Those are just 2 accounts. We need about 5, right? So if you go to your classroom tab inside of the community, I show you step by step which accounts to add and how to boost your business credit score. Now, this is going to take about 30 to 45 days to boost your business credit score. Once you get to an 80 paydex score, there are companies like Sam's they have 2 cards. They have an in-store card and they have a MasterCard that you can go out and you can use, and it does not pull your personal credit at all.
Okay, great.
Okay? Thank you so much, Tiffany. I think it was Miss Shawana and then Erica, and then we'll wrap it up for today, you guys.
Good afternoon.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm great. I'm Shauna McCants, and my question is, we have a 3-tier entity, that being, one is a nonprofit and 2 LLCs. We're trying to get the pyramid effect. We want to establish the nonprofit at the top and have the 2 LLCs at the bottom. So I was wondering if you have any suggestions and how should we go about orchestrating that? And I have one more question. If we are already established in the state of Mississippi, what effect would us reincorporating virtually in Wisconsin, what effect would that have on the establishment that we already have, being a 501c?
So with a 501c3, I wouldn't establish it in a different state because your impact is local, right?
Okay.
So if you establish it in a different state, your impact is going to have to be in that state.
In that state.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I wouldn't establish it in a different state. And it also sounds like you already have the umbrella set up. Maybe I would look into making one of my entities part of one of the members of the nonprofit, possibly. But what I don't normally dive into like trust and the pyramids, because those are questions that you need to sit down and have somebody actually review what you have to create you a plan or platform. So when we talk about those, I encourage people to go see Saida, who has she does a whole lot of wealth planning and wealth building. If you go inside of the community under the 7 day success, It's the first thing. I don't know what I just did on this thing, y'all, but it just zoomed in like crazy. If you go inside the community under the 7-day success, there we go. Under the 7-day success, Saida's information is in there to schedule a call. What she does is she asks you specific questions to get an overview of everything that you have. So when it comes to trust, when it comes to building a pyramid, when it comes to wealth building, those are questions specific to your needs, and I have to uncover all of the things that you have going on. What's inside of the entities? Why do you need the umbrella? What assets are you protecting, if any? And this is how we customize a plan for you. So I would encourage you to go schedule a call with Saida so she can figure out what you have and make sure that we're giving you the right things that you need to be successful.
Thank you so much. You guys have been such an inspiration. If it hadn't been for you guys, I wouldn't even have the mind frame or the mentality to know about the pyramid. So we thank you for all of those things.
Thank you.
Because you really are instilling jewels to us. Thank you, and y'all, everybody have a great day.
Thank you, thank you. Question in the chat is each tier of the membership have a monthly fee attached? No. So lifetime is a one-time investment. That's the VIP option. Generally, these calls we will want to do for lifetime. So in the future, these calls will be limited to just lifetime members. So that would be an investment of only $497, but it's a one-time investment. You can set it up on payment plans. Or you can do an annual investment of $307. It still gets you VIP access. Or you can do monthly, which is $37 a month. Okay? Let's do Miss Erica. And then we're going to wrap it up for today, y'all.
Okay, so I think Miss Belinda kind of touched on my question earlier about making the impact, like the question about making an impact on the community. Because as a hashtag, I was just like, okay, I haven't really did the groundwork as far as like giving back. So I think you kind of touched on that. My second question would be as far as, I would say, buying an existing business. Like, do they have grants for that? I know we speak about starting new businesses and stuff like that. What about like buying an existing business?
There's a grant for everything, right? So if you're buying an existing business and you need access to the funding to make it happen, you can get access to grant funding. However, we have to be able to break down where every piece of this money or funding is going to, and the benefit of buying the business. So it can't be for our own personal gain. We have to be able to talk about the benefit of this business, the things that this company is currently doing. Is this company currently impacting the community? Is this company currently offering job opportunities? And how, by me buying the business, how is it going to be beneficial for me, the people involved, and how the company giving me the money or funding, how collaborating with me is going to help them as well. So you have to be able to highlight the strengths of you, the company, and the business that you're buying, and be able to connect that with the grantor that has the money or funding that you need.
Okay, so if they're not already making like an impact in the community, I can say that I can come in and making an impact.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Absolutely. Good question.
Thank you.
All right, you guys, this has been amazing. We're definitely going to do this again. Okay, let me answer this in the chat real quick. Should I establish a new EIN for a nonprofit business that is separate from my profit business? If you establish a nonprofit, you have to have a nonprofit is not just an EIN, it's an entire different entity. So you have to go to the Secretary of State and register it the same way you would your LLC. And you would have to have a separate business address, a separate business bank account, a separate business EIN. Don't establish your nonprofit until you are ready to run your nonprofit. Having a nonprofit is like running another business, okay? So if you have a for-profit that you are just getting started, and you're trying to get it off the ground, don't establish your nonprofit yet. Wait until you have the manpower. Wait until you have income coming in your for-profit to help you fuel your nonprofit, and then go establish and start the nonprofit from there. All right. I love you guys. Thank you for allowing me to pour into you. This has been amazing. And I will see you guys. Don't forget tonight, 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. We're going to start the Q&A call, and then we'll dive into writing grants and applying for grants tonight. I'll see you guys inside. Have a good night.
Coach K,
Uh-huh.
this has nothing to do with the grant community. Okay. You said on the first night that you used to live in Alabama.
Yes, ma'am.
I see Primm. Are you related to the late Dr. Fred Primm?
I don't think so. All of my family is Tennessee, so Nashville and Columbia. I relocated to Alabama for school. Now I know a lot of Prims there. I met a lot of Prims there, but we couldn't find I'm sure we're related somewhere down the line, but I don't think I'm directly related.
Gotcha. Thank you for answering that question.
No problem. Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.
All right, you guys have a good day.
Have a good day, everyone.
Thank you, Fly Girl.